Mr. Hemlock is the school's newest teacher. He's kind, patient, gentle, and not too bad on the eyes. He's easygoing in class, takes care of his students, and never gives out too much homework. By all accounts, he's the perfect example of everyone's favorite teacher. Except for one person, Lucy White. Lucy is your usual edgy, sassy, and slightly rude teenager going through the war zone that is high school and trying to make it out in one piece. For some reason, she just can't stand this new homeroom teacher. Does her grudge stem from jealousy, insecurity, or is there something else behind that pretty face of his? Hello and welcome, Lynx here, and we'll be playing Lessons in Fear by Epix Lion. I think I got the name correctly. I'm not sure. Maybe not. We were supposed to have some other game today, but it pissed me off. So we are playing Lessons in Fear. The second game that was on my list to go through now.
What's a drug? It's not even a month since he's got here, and I keep getting in trouble with our new homeroom teacher, Mr. Hemlock. I swear it's like he's got something against me. He's always like, "Stop dozing off in class, Lucy! Were you paying attention, Lucy? And you're late again, Lucy!"
I mean, he has a reason to do that, I guess, here.
Gee, can this guy stop getting on my case? It's not like I killed someone. I don't even know what everyone sees in him. Sure, he's good looking and all, but I just don't trust him somehow.
Fair enough.
Everyone keeps saying that he's got such a kind face, but I kind of wanna punch it.
Lucy,
I should check if the new chapter of Onsen Harmony is out yet.
is that good?
Lucy!
I can understand why you don't trust this guy. I see his face to be not trustworthy, to be honest. Good of you to finally join us, Lucy. You might not have noticed, but we're in the middle of a class right now. I hear a couple of harsh giggles around the classroom.
Seriously, did she doze off again? Oh my god.
No, class. It's so nice to talk about your fellow classmates like that. However, Lucy, would you mind sharing your latest fixations with the class today? You seem to be fairly preoccupied with that phone of yours. I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem for you to share that fascination of yours with us, right? That's such a shitty thing a teacher would say, by the way.
No, sir. I'd really prefer not to.
Yet they are still giggling around me. Mr. Hemlock does nothing to stop them this time. Well, Lucy, then I'm sure you wouldn't mind if I confiscated your phone this time.
Yes, I would.
She should say that. This is the third time this week you've slacked off during class. Surely there wouldn't be a problem with that, right?
What? But sir...
To do what exact? Why is it skipping?
What? But I need my phone...
To do what exactly? There's no way I'm gonna tell him I've been reading manga in the middle of class. I mean, I can't blame you. It's probably more interesting than his class. I might as well give in now while I'm ahead. Also, Lucy.
Yeah?
I'm going to need to give you 3 days of detention.
Wait, what? That's not fair. I've not even done anything that serious yet.
Yet? Yeah.
He's gonna win her.
This is the first time you've got in trouble with me, Lucy. Besides, if I let you off the hook now, your classmates might think I'm playing favorites with you.
Ew! That's the last thing I want from anyone.
I understand why she wants to punch his face for good night. He has a punchable face.
Well, here we are. God, this place feels weird without anyone else around. Mr. Hemlock isn't even around yet. I could just leave.
Good to see you, Lucy.
Yeah, what the hell? When did he get here? Ah, hey, Mr. Hamler.
Honestly, I was wondering when you would show up. He moves around to sit behind his desk, ruffling through some papers. Listen, I know we got off on the wrong foot, but I really think we could at least be civil, don't you agree? He does look at me, still going through the papers.
Seriously? Is he trying to have a heart-to-heart or something? God, he pisses me off. I guess.
Good, I'm glad we could come to an agreement. Now, please state your name and age for the record.
Name and age? What is this, some sort of classroom court hearing?
Listen, I know it's a bit weird, but the school thinks this will help with corrective behavior, taking accountability and whatnot. Accountability. Whoops. Just go with it for now, okay? Please name and age.
Fine, Lucy White, 16.
Lucy White, why do you think you're here today?
Because I argued with you.
And what was this argument about?
Not paying attention, I guess.
And?
This guy is seriously getting on my nerves. For being on my phone.
Good. How does this make you feel, Lucy?
When did this become a counseling session? How do I feel about it? Upset. I feel it's fair to you to punish me just because I didn't pay attention to the class lesson.
Don't think it's also unfair for you to disrupt class for both me and your classmates?
I disrupt the class. You're the one that made a big spectacle out of me.
That's kind of true, you know, if you think about it. Yeah. Yo, she's not wrong about that. She might have not listened, but she was not disrupting anything. It's the teacher that was like making a spectacle out of it. You know what? She's got a point here.
What a joke. Fine, if he wants a bad guy for his kangaroo court, I'll give him what he wants. This is dumb. I'm going home. I don't care anymore. Write me up. See if I give a crap.
I turn around to gather my things when I hear a sound I can't justify as natural coming from Mr. Hemlock. Lucy White, tell me.
He?
What do you fear?
What the hell? What happened to Mr. Hemlock? Holy shit!
You see, I think fear is a healthy emotion to have for any living being. It teaches us to survive, to grow in the face of the unknown. Some people are obsessed with conquering their fears, but I believe that's a foolish endeavor. If we're never afraid, how could we hope to escape the dangers ahead of us? How can we ever hope to overcome anything in life?
What the hell is he saying? More importantly, how did he turn into this thing in front of me? I must be losing it because there is no way this is real.
Oh, this is very much real. Let me help you, Lucy. All you have to do is trust in the process. Oh, I hate it. I hate words like that. Allow me to pry into that tortured mind of yours to find what truly frightens you. Follow my lessons, and maybe we can find a way for you to grow from there.
You're insane to think I never tell you any of that. What sort of twisted idea of lesson is this, you freak?
Freak? You warned me, Lucy. I just want to help you. I'm a teacher after all. But if you're so apprehensive about learning, perhaps you should just leave. We have plenty of time to understand each other. Maybe then you'll even come to appreciate these lessons. But until that time comes, go, run along, little lamb. I expect you to be back here tomorrow. We'll still have 2 more days of detention left after all. The second he finishes talking, it was as if an invisible lock that had frozen my joints was broken. I don't need another reminder. Or was that a warning? I don't even grab my backpack. I just start running.
What just happened? I knew something was off about that bastard, but being an actual freaky monster was not what I expected. I have to tell someone about this, but who? Would anyone believe me? I almost don't even believe myself.
I ran for what felt like hours. The next thing I feel is the soft comfort of my bed rubbing against my cheek. My body is shaking.
What?
I stop. I'm in my bedroom, backpack left neatly sitting beside the door, and my hoodie is thrown over my desk chair.
When did I get here?
I don't remember when I got home. I don't remember unlocking the door and getting to bed. How am I here?
I drew him? No way. When I close my eyes, I can still see the monster staring back at me wearing the face of the teacher.
The image burns itself into my memory. I can still taste the fear in my mouth, threatening to choke me.
This was real. I know it was. I just have to get someone to believe me.
Day 2.
The next day, I was immediately called into the counselor's office shortly after class started. I don't get why no one believed me when I tried telling that Mr. Hemlock is a monster. My parents shrugged it off, saying it's probably my overreactive imagination, while my classmates thought I was just trying to stir up more drama. Why the hell would I want more attention when all that's ever brought me is more grief?
Lucy, a counseling session is supposed to go both ways. I can help you if you don't communicate.
Oh, right, yeah. I'm still in the middle of counseling Mr. Owens. With Mr. Owens. I've got to stop spacing out like that. Sorry, what were you saying, Mr. Owens?
As I was saying, Mr. Hemlock sent you here today because he's worried about you.
Worried about me? Is this some kind of joke?
According to him, you had quite a reaction yesterday in detention. Want to tell me what happened? I take a moment to reflect on yesterday's events before I respond.
Mr. Hemlock is a monster. He's a danger to society, and I don't think he should be here.
Mr. Owen seems to take a moment to process what I just said, but he doesn't take long before he responds. Interesting. And what do you mean by that?
Look, I know how to explain you. How else to explain to you that Mr. Hemlock is not human? He might seem normal to everyone else, but yesterday I saw him for what he released.
Huh. Did he hurt you, Lucy?
No, what we did.
Are you aware if he's hurt anyone you know?
No, everyone look.
I see. Dude, let me finish. Let her finish. I have a bad feeling about this. Maybe for school is full of monsters like this. Lucy, the teachers have noted that you've been struggling to adjust to a change ever since your previous homeroom teacher left. Tell me, was she special to you?
Not really.
Then why do you hold such a By the way, I did not click. It's doing it on its own. Then why do you hold such a grudge against Mr. Hemlock?
I know. He's always been on my case. He's always been singling me out in class, punishing me for the dumbest things. I think maybe he's the one holding a grudge.
And don't think you did anything to warrant on being punished.
I mean, maybe I did, but he was still a jerk about it.
I see. And what do your friends say about this?
I don't have friends. The people in class think I'm weird. I know they would laugh about me.
Interesting. Lucy, is it possible that you started disliking him after seeing how easily he won the hearts of your classmates despite how hard you've tried? Could your grudge for Mr. Hemlock have stemmed from envy? Do you think it's possible that due to the stress you've been facing you created an image of Mr. Hemlock as this monster to justify your hatred for him? Do you believe that could be the case?
No! What? No! I know what I saw. Mr. Hemlock might seem human, but the thing wearing his face is definitely not. Why don't you believe me? It's your job as a counselor to listen to students, but it just feels like you're trying to gaslight me.
Lucy, I'm listening to you. Unless you have any solid evidence of him being a monster, I don't see how any of this is going to help us understand the real problem at hand.
He is the real problem. You just don't see it.
Mr. Owen sighs, his frustration clearly showing his breath. I thought we were getting somewhere there, but if you're so adamant about this idea of yours, I don't think there is any way for me to change your mind.
Are you saying you don't trust me, huh?
He worries about you, Lucy. You might not see it, but he does actually care about you. It's not that I didn't believe. I believe you thought. You saw something frightening. But are you sure or not misinterpreting the situation?
Forget it, you wouldn't understand anyway.
I take a moment to breathe. I'd never been emotionally charged before. God, but it does feel good to finally speak my mind for once. It seems like Mr. Owens also had to take a moment to recompose himself. He reaches into the desk drawer and pulls out what looks like a notebook from it. Now, I'm going to assign some homework for you. I want you to try journaling the experiences you've had recently. Some people find that putting their thoughts down paper can reveal hidden meaning and emotions they didn't realize they had. Personally, I find it pretty useful myself.
Like a diary.
Well, some people might call it that, but journaling is more of a way for you to capture your thoughts and feelings onto a single page. It might even uncover some hidden details you didn't even consider before writing them down. Don't you think that's neat?
Okay, so it is a diary.
Also, I have arranged for you to skip the tension day. I had bribed Mr. Hemlock with lunch today because I'm such a cool counselor. Did he just wink? On a more serious note, I know you have a few days left, but from what I've gathered here today, you really need a break.
Thanks, Mr. Owens, I appreciate it.
Take care, Lucy. I hope you'll feel better soon. Okay. This guy seems kind of alright. Now that Mr. Owens let me off the hook, I waste no time in heading back home. I hope... really? I really hope, probably, whatever. I really hope Mr. Hemlock doesn't mind that I'm skipping out on attention today. But Mr. Owens did say it's fine, so hopefully it's okay.
Well, I might as well get started on the journal. How do I even start journaling anyway? Should I start with... Dear journal? Ah, this feels dumb. But then you wouldn't know if it works if I don't try it. I show up to my first day of detention. Mr. Hemlock was running late, and it got me pretty frustrated. I got fed up and tried to leave, but that's when I heard a strange noise behind me. I turned around and what I saw was...
A beast, a warning, a reflection. Nah, not a reflection. I kinda would like to go with a warning. But I don't think that she would think that. I'm gonna say beast.
A terrifying creature taking the place of where my teacher had been. This demon spoke to me, charading as a mentor, and spoke to me about fear. He said that I should feel afraid. I felt...
afraid, angry, and lonely. Yeah, I bet you didn't feel lonely at the time. Angry also not. You were... she was scared, so...
I've never felt fear like how I felt that day. It was a primal, instinctual, animalistic sort of fear. It's the kind of fear that the rabbit feels as it gets swept up by a hawk. A deer when there is a blinding light on the road. It's a fear so deep that it rests in my bones and whispers ancient stories to me. I couldn't hear the words, but I know how it ends. I must be afraid. The next day, the school's guidance counselor, Mr. Owens, wanted to see me. He told me that what I saw could possibly be explained by my stress manifesting itself as a hallucination. That maybe I was projecting my fears and insecurities onto Mr. Hemlock out of convenience. I came to the conclusion that...
He's right, I don't care, he's wrong. It's more like... where's the option maybe he's right? I say I don't care in this case. Because I feel like the supposed hallucination might be one of the options. Let's go, he's right, whatever.
I know what I saw, it scares me that I don't. But maybe there's some truth in what he's told me. I've always felt so alone. What if I just need a reason to hate someone who's succeeding in all the ways I can?
The guy is a teacher. Does he really succeed? I'm sorry, all the teachers, but we know the reality. You're doing your job for not enough pay, so, you know. We all know that. Teachers are very underpaid. I feel maybe it's also the reason why a lot of teachers are, you know, teaching without any passion. Can't be surprised about that. Anywho.
To everyone else, Mr. Hemlock is perfect and maybe I want to be just like him. Minus the elongated appendages, of course.
I take a moment to write down the rest of my thoughts before I finally put down my pen. I take a look at the pages I've written. Strangely enough, I think I feel a little satisfied with what I've written, yeah?
Mr. Owens is right against his desk and put my thoughts together.
I place the journal back in my school bag and head to bed. Now that I've sorted out my feelings, all that's left is to figure out what to do tomorrow.
Hopefully I'll be able to get a good night's rest tonight.
Day 3. I lie awake until the wee hours of the morning just thinking. Ooh.
There has to be a reason he targeted me. There has to be a reason why he's doing this.
I think back on our encounter. What do you fear? That's it. He wants me to be afraid. I just have to show him I'm not as weak as he thought I will be. If this is a battle of attrition, then I can't afford to lose. The rest of the school day goes by pretty uneventfully, and before I know it, I'm back from the hellish monster again. So, Lucy, do you remember what I asked you in our first lesson?
No.
I hope you've given it some thought. When I ask my students a question, I expect an answer. Today's lesson, I want you to tell me. What are you afraid of? I steel myself for this moment. Just remember, don't be afraid. Don't show him your weakness.
I'm not afraid of anything. There is nothing that really scares me anymore. Not even you.
Oh. Mr. Hemlock takes a moment to respond. I have a hard time reading his expression. My hands start feeling cold and clammy in my clenched fists, hoping to God he bought my bluff. Meanwhile, she's shaking like crazy and so on probably. I suppose you still have plenty to learn. I'll be looking forward to our future lessons, Lucy. There is still so much I'm looking forward to teaching you. That's creepy as fuck. Holy shit. This is only the beginning. Ending to indefinite. Oh. How many endings are there, by the way? I kind of expected something to happen to her. 3 endings. There are 3 endings. I guess it all depends on the choices we make, while obviously, I mean, what else would it depend on? It all depends on kind of the choices we make while writing the journal, yeah. I mean, I think like my answers were kind of exactly what she's seen. So basically, she's seen the beast. She was afraid, definitely. And what did I say with the last one? I think I said that he's right? With the assumption of what our girl sees. Anywho, ladies and gents, that was Lessons in Fear. Game linked in the description. If you want to see the other 2 out of 3 endings, supposedly, go play the game yourself. I'm not going to be forcing you to deal with me for all the endings today. That's right. Lessons in fear finished. Now that I think about it, I believe I've never been in detention myself. Actually, I think, I don't know if it's a whole Poland kind of thing or not, but none of my school had such a thing as detention. Some people, if they really misbehaved, they would have to meet up with the, well, counselor. It was someone like Mr. Owens, basically. Not like a teacher, but literally but to be fair, counselors usually had also been teachers. I believe, at least in primary and middle school for sure. I don't know about high school. Funnily enough, I've never had to meet one of them on counseling sessions or anything like that. Do know if it's a good thing or bad thing. Maybe it is a bad thing given the fact that I'm still doing YouTube, right? Overall fun idea. And I guess, you know, all in all, teachers, I mean, considering that, you know, she's seen the teacher as a demon. You know, who knows, maybe that truly was a demon. Teachers can be seen as demons overall. I feel like that. Then again, as I already said, teachers are highly underpaid. So, you know, they might kind of act in a way that they kind of don't care and so on. They might not put their all, you know, full effort into teaching and so on and so on. It's understandable. You have to see basically both sides of the coin, sort of thing. Get teachers better payment, and I'm sure the way they teach overall will improve. The way they treat students will improve, and so on and so on. Anyway, let's end it. Lessons in fear. Tomorrow we are sitting to the next game. I have a few downloaded, so there will be something for sure. For now, for the usual, consider liking the video, subscribing around, always appreciated, of course. You can tell me yourself if you've ever been in detention, if you somehow lasted this long into the video, and of course, have a wonderful day. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye!